Now I want to talk a little bit more about the plant side of fossils. They are just as important as the animal side. The plants that we have here represent plants that lived over 35 million years ago. Some of them a little bit longer than that. These leaves that come from the Green River Formation in Douglas Pass give us a great picture as to what was the plant life like. It tells us the trees, the species that were there, what happened, were the insects eating the leaves. This particular leaf here, Ginkgoales Wyomingensis, is no longer here, but it sure looks a lot like a sycamore leaf, doesn't it? So willows, aspen leaves, all these other type of leaves gives us keys to the past. One of the things that I really like about leaves is they help us out. I'm going to show you a picture of a plant. It's called Ginkgoales Bilboa. Ginkgoales, this is a leaf that I took downtown and put in a piece of plastic. This leaf is from Brigham City. It's from a living tree. This is the ginkgo in fossil. And because it has a fossil representation and a modern representation, we call this a living fossil. So anything that has a representative in the past and one that's living now is referred to as a living fossil. And the most famous is Ginkgoales Bilboa, and that's the ginkgo tree. And so you can see there's no doubt they're the same tree. So this is of great value to us. Now another tree was the lycopod. This is part of a lycopod tree. This is the bark of a lycopod tree. You can see these little, I want to call them diamond-shaped things. That's very, very indicative of the lycopod tree. Well, let me tell you why the lycopod trees are so important. That's our coal. That's our gas. They were developed during the Carboniferous period, which gets the name Carboniferous because of the carbon. That would be coal, and that would be oil. Oil did not come from a bunch of dinosaurs. It came from plant material, which was layered, and then changed into coal and gas and oil. So these trees are really important to us. There are no lycopods today in the world. They're gone. But they do have some trees that are much similar to that. If you go to the mangrove areas in Florida that are along the Florida coastline and in the swamps, they are a relative. So we need to know that we still have representations. This also tells us something else, that the earth is dynamic, that life goes on, that some species will replace others, but life goes on. What a tremendous message to people today that life way back then still can exist today.